Hello once again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Matrix Ultimate Collection on Blu-ray. Now this contains all 4 films. Yes, all 4 of them, including the new one. The latest one, I should say. So the Matrix, well, that was released back in 1999. Yeah, can't believe it must be about 26 years ago? Recording this video? Yeah, that long ago. It's hard to believe it was that long ago. Now, a lot of people did say when they saw this is probably one of the best films of that era, of the 90s. Well, I watched it. I didn't watch it at the cinema. I watched it, I can't remember when I watched it actually. Probably watched it when it was on Sky or something like that. You know, Sky, if you're not familiar with Sky, it's satellite TV basically. I thought it was just okay. I couldn't really get into it. I was a little bit bored by it, to be honest with you. Great special effects, yes. Don't get me wrong. Fantastic special effects. CGI used wisely, I say, but I just couldn't get into the film. I was just a little bit bored by it. But before you start putting things in the comments saying, oh, it's one of the best films of the 90s, well, to me it wasn't, but I bought it for a good reason, to give it another watch. You know, I've got it now, I've got no excuses. I've seen The Matrix a couple of times, but even when I watched it, just something, I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I've only seen The Matrix Reloaded once. I think I only watched half of that for some reason. I haven't seen Revolutions or the latest one, Resurrections. Not seen those, but I've got all 4 of them now, so I've got no excuses to watch The Matrix again. Now, I think it's like Total Recall, the original one. It took me a while to get into that. I couldn't get into that straight away, but I did watch it a few times after that. And I thought it was a great film after that. You know, some films take a while to warm up to, but I'll get there eventually. Matrix is probably one of these films that I've got to warm up to. I've got to give it another try. Even though it did come out, about 26 years ago? Well, better late than never, I guess. But, yeah. As I mentioned, it was a 1999 film, and probably one of those films that should have went out with a bang. You know, the 90s should have went out with a bang, but I always thought the 90s went out with a whimper. The 80s done a much better job of going out. You know, had loads of films in the 80s that were excellent. 80s was just an amazing year, amazing decade, full of films. But, you know, the 90s did have great films as well. But, yeah, so here's the box set. All 4 films, but it comes in the slipcover, and I did buy this brand new from Amazon. I think it was about just under, in the £30 mark, so I think that's pretty reasonable for 4 films. So it's a slipcover, so it tells you about Return to the Source for my mental movies. I heard the 4th one wasn't a lot of good, to be honest with you. I think all the sequels weren't as good as the original, what I've been told, but I like to make my own decision on things. So here's the case. So there we go. So front of it, side of it. And once again, well, it tells you it's a little bit different from the back here. So Return to the Source, yep, so it tells you all about the 4 films. Might have to do a jump cut here, so I have to take it out of the cellophane. I'll be right back. Here we go. So just to take it out of the cellophane, let's have a look. Here we go. So let's take a look inside. Not a lot going on here, so pretty boring really, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. That is very, very cheap indeed. They've stacked all the Blu-rays on one on top of each other. Not a fan of that. That is, look at that. That is just cheap. Cheap and nasty. Absolutely cheap and nasty. Nothing inside, so let's have a look at all the discs. So this one's an 8. Oh no, that one says 18 there, 15 rated. So there's the Matrix, first disc. Yeah. Reloaded, so this is the second film. When did that come out? 2003, I think? I don't know when that came out. Was it 2001? No, I think it was 2003. Right, so there's Matrix Reloaded. Matrix Revolution. I don't know when that one came out. Actually, there's 5 discs. So, it's a 15 rated as well. Don't know when that one came out. So this is the 4th disc. That came out in 2023. 15 rated. All 15 rated. And what do we have here? A bonus disc. Okay. Don't know what's on that. Don't mention anything about it, but there you go. It's good to have a bonus disc, but I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of stacking discs all on one of another. That is a bit cheap, if you ask me. That's going to be awkward trying to get. Just say you want to watch the 3rd film or something, the 4th film. You've got to take all the discs out, and that could cause scratching as well. And that can be really hard to put all back in again. So, not a fan of that. Maybe I can find a case that, you know, have individual, whatchamacallits. Yeah. That is bad. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan whatsoever of the way they've stacked the discs like that. So, yeah. I'll be trying to look out for another case for this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.